Listener discretion is advised.
It's time for another Steel Revolution podcast. Please keep in mind that the opinions expressed on this podcast are those of the individuals, and they do not reflect any official view of the United Steelworkers, USW Local 105, or its officers or sub-board members for officers.
Edit that out.
What, the cough?
Yeah.
Okay, I will. Thank you. Didn't know you were running the show.
Well, if you're the ultimate person to edit, what's the person that oversees that person?
The chief editor, or
Yeah,
is that what that is?
editor in chief.
No, it's me.
It's me.
I oversee myself.
Oh,
You oversee
See
yourself? That's
I'll have to ask the Bobs about that.
look. If I know Sean, that just means he's questioned himself over and over and over
No,
again.
why would you do that? You can't do that.
Thanks. I'll be here until 9 o'clock tonight doing this.
Why would you do that?
I don't know.
Anyway, recording, Sean?
Yeah, oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
All right. Hello, podcast listeners, and welcome to Steel Revolution 118.
118.
My name's Roy Hutt, editor in chief.
Sean Geison's pushing this button.
Apparently, I'm the princess, Mike Nicholas.
Oh, Mike's with us.
Apparently, I'm the princess, Mike Nicholas.
Okay, Mike.
And I'm Lee Schaefer. I don't have a title, I guess.
Assistant to the regional manager.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. I'm the Dwight Schrute of this bunch.
He was second vice president when it's important.
Right?
No Mike Nicholas, though. But we got this button.
It just
And apparently, I'm the princess, Mike Nicholas.
That's all he
just
can
that.
say.
Yep. Thanks, Mike.
Welcome back.
Today was a busy day at the hall. We had Workers' Memorial Day. I guess I would say feel awkward if you say celebrate. don't you?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So anyway, it's a day that the AFL-CIO sets aside to remember workers that have been hurt and killed in the workplace. Really, I guess, killed in the workplace. So a reminder that we do have 8 names out on our memorial stone of 8 members that have passed away working out at the plant and then never made it home to their families. So let's take a moment of silence and then get back into the podcast. All right. Did have a delegation go out to the USW Safety Conference out in Pittsburgh, and I will let Lee give an update from that.
Yes, I thought it was a really good time. Learned a lot of stuff. It was actually my first safety conference, so really it went really well. There was actually, by the time they got management there and everything, they had about 2,200 people there, a pretty big group. And then we broke out into sessions. We had some plenaries a couple days where President Tom Conway gave speeches, Steve Solomon, and some others. And then after that, we broke out into sessions. There was all kinds of different classes you could go to. There's a lot of good information out there about safety, which was kind of nice. So the first day we had a union-only day. And then the second day we had some management. Our conic management didn't get out there till Thursday, or late Wednesday night, I guess, into Thursday. But so a lot of the sessions we had management in, so it's kind of neat for them to see how we see safety and kind of get some of their input or their reactions on that in the different classes. So I thought it was a really good conference.
Glad everybody thought that was a good conference. I know that the company side that was out there said that they got a lot out of it and looking forward to working on things at the plant.
Yep. Yeah, and actually I'll a lot. We did meet with the company too, so we had one day where it was just us and Arconic, the 4 locations in Arconic. So, and I thought we had really good dialogue, especially on the stop process, on human performance and things like that. So I thought it was really well done. Mike Nicholas did a good job of running that session and getting it set up. So, yeah, I thought it went really well.
Speaking of the company, here locally at Davenport, they have decided to go ahead and retain the services of the outside consulting company that is working with the frontline supervisors in Ingot and Rolling. What was that sigh for, Lee?
I don't know. Was that noticeable?
I heard it. Did you hear it, Sean?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's just say this, that they're here, they're going to be working with the frontline coaches, but they're also going to have some interaction with us. If they're in your way or you don't want to wish to speak to them, be respectful. Say, hey, I'm busy, I need you out of the pulpit, or I need you out of here, I really don't want to talk to you. Just be respectful when you do it. And first and foremost, if you see them doing something that's unsafe or possibly going to do something unsafe, stop them.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, we were told that they're not supposed to be telling us what to do or anything like that. They should be interacting with the coaches on things that aren't being done correctly or whatever. So I guess the only thing I'll say is just make sure we're doing what we're supposed to be doing, and we shouldn't have any problems. I'll leave that as a question mark.
Yeah, but if you do have problems with them, make sure you reach back
Yep.
out to the hall. We do have contact information
Absolutely.
with that group.
Yep.
There's going to be a hiring class in May. I'm going to guess it'll be probably May 22nd, because I don't believe they'd bring a hiring group in on the 29th on a holiday. So, targeting around 15 people. The plant currently right now is just looking at keeping up with the quit, fired, and retired folks. Next business meeting, May 16th. Reminder, the 11:20 meeting is back. In Iowa news, there's news on the child labor laws. I thought I saw that at least that bill moved forward in some fashion.
Yeah. Sadly, the Senate voted to pass the bill. We did have 2 Republicans that did not vote for it. Even with that being said, it passed pretty easily. Just really sad. Now it goes to the House, so we'll see what happens with that. I'm still telling people to get out there and contact your legislators. I mean, look, aside from not wanting our kids to be around dangerous things, this is just corporate greed, plain and simple. And we've heard legislators and senators say, hey, this isn't about corporate greed, it's about trying to give kids experience and blah, blah, blah. Well, if it wasn't about corporate greed, then why did they even have where the company wasn't liable if there was an injury or a death or a sickness, in the first place? If this wasn't about corporate greed, why would that even be on the table, right? I mean, I don't know. You can, you can't pull the wool from my eyes that easily. But anyway, it's still very much in the cards for this to pass. So we need to make sure and contact our legislators. This isn't just a bump in the road. This is real stuff to where they're really trying to get our kids to work in dangerous jobs again. And really, it doesn't affect us. We're not going to send our kids to those types of jobs. But families that aren't as wealthy or don't have as much money, they could be sending those kids to those jobs to help provide for their family. So those are the ones that we need to protect. We've had injuries out here, as I've said before. We've had injuries out here with adults. I definitely don't want my kids, teenage kids, being involved out here in our plant to where they're getting hurt.
Thanks, Lee. We got third level grievances scheduled for May 24th and 25th, and we are still looking for ARB dates. Lee, you got a update on something going on with Social Security?
Yeah, so hopefully the committeemen have been getting the sign up sheets or people to put their names in as like a petition type of thing to no cuts to our retirement security. They did have something pass the House, narrowly past the House the other day, so where they want to make different types of cuts to our retirement security, whether it's Social Security, Medicare, or Medicaid. So, these are things that we have paid for and we should be able to get. So, we need everyone to be signing those sheets so that we can get those out and get them to the legislators.
A reminder that the integrity line number has changed. It is 1-800-461-9330. Something that's not on the agenda, but I'll bring it up now, is there's a lot of investigations going on at the plant. There's a lot of members turning members into management, doing management's job. There seems to be, to me, a fear of talking to your coworkers or saying, hey, hey, sorry, I left you this way. This is what happened. And we just don't talk to people. We don't talk to other people and say, hey, why was this the way it was? Why did you leave me this way? Or why was things ran this way or whatever? So instead of having conversations, we choose to say something to management. And it seems to have gotten that way over time. Maybe a lot of it's due to COVID when people weren't really around each other that much or wanting to talk. I don't know, but there's definitely been a change, I feel, and I think I've seen it out there, and we got to figure out a way to get back to talking to people.
Yeah.
And not being afraid to do so.
Yeah, to me that goes, we got to take care of each other, right? It's once you go to management, you may think, hey, they're just going to start watching that other person, but you may be shining a spotlight on yourself as well. So just much easier to talk to each other. It really is.
Yeah, we got to just...
I'll edit that out. I'm sorry I had to. I'm getting over allergies.
Yeah, we just got to figure out a way to start the dialogue again and not be afraid that somebody's going to rip your head off if you say, hey, why was this done? We gotta somehow get there.
Yep.
Not going to be easy, not going to be fast, but we got to get there again. This is just isn't right. All of these investigations, all of those people turning other people in. So,
Yep.
Reminder that if you come back to work from an absence that needed to be excused, FMLA, short-term disability, if you were off on excused union business, something. Please, when you come back, have your attendance ran. We've got a case of the sniffles or something. All these
I know.
coughing.
Sorry to
sneezing.
yawn.
Yeah, if it's just a bunch of blank space in one particular area, we're waiting for somebody to do something. Or just like that.
Yeah, well, we're live.
Well,
It is what it is, right?
Yeah, the show must go on now.
Yeah.
Can't edit that one out. There's too
No.
much stuff around.
Well, I could, but I like to do it to other people, not myself.
Right. I get that.
The
Or no, I like to edit myself, but
Yeah, I know what you meant.
yeah.
the editor in chief says leave it.
He's
Sorry.
spoken.
Sorry,
Editor in chief
sorry, I had to do that to you on the radio. But
on the radio.
Sometimes you got to put people in their place, Roy.
I guess we're not. Well, what technically would we be
Radio.
on, Sean? If we're
Well,
not
you
on the
know.
radio.
Podcast. Well, I listened to this through my radio.
Sorry, I
there you go.
Sorry, I had to do that to you while we're streaming. In somebody's car on their way home.
Yeah, it sounds better when you say on the radio, don't it?
Yeah, it does sound
Like
better.
more dramatic.
Yeah, sounds more official.
Right, there you go, yeah.
Not just like I'm streaming and got tens of listeners. Update on the craft wages was in the latest Forerunner. Again, we have compiled a study on craft wages. Used also one from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and are waiting the company's study. So we were waiting on them before moving forward. They said they were going to have something by the end of the first quarter. We're still waiting on them. Hopefully they'll have something soon. Reminder, employee discounts. If you're looking for discounts from Arconic, you can use the Benefits Hub. Again, that is a referral code 9U7PQ3. And that's at https://arconic.benefithub.com. And if you're looking for deals on items, you can also go to Union Plus, and that is www.unionplus.org. Little update that was on attendance tools in the Forerunner. Reminder, ETOs, you can earn 8 a year. You can also roll over 8 into the following year, and you can use a max of 12 per year. For SPLs, you can earn 4 in a year, you can roll over 4, and you can use a maximum of 8 in a year.
We always get questions on that.
All the time.
Yep.
Reminder that on May 15th of this year, you will receive a wage increase
Yep.
as part of the master negotiations.
4.5%.
Another reminder, the office manager is down at the hall from 6:30 to 2:30 Monday through Friday. He is a go-to resource for any of you folks that are looking to retire or any retirees that have questions. Lee, you got an update on Veterans of Steel?
Yeah, I got a email from Tom Conway, president, talking about things they're trying to. So with this debt ceiling thing that we kind of talked about, cuts to our retirement security and all. There's also other things they're trying to cut back on, and this affects veterans. And as I've said before, you always hear there's politicians saying, "Hey, they support veterans, they support veterans, they support them." When the rubber hits the road, they seem to not vote on things that they should that support veterans. And then also, as far as this goes, there's some that are out there that want to make cuts to veterans spending, that they want to set funding back to 2022 levels. So some of the things they're going to, of course, they threaten medical care for veterans, undermine access to telehealth. Telehealth is really used a lot for veterans in rural areas. It's going to be increased wait times for benefits, including pensions, life insurance, GI Bill, educational support, and employment services. They want to cut housing for veterans by eliminating funding for housing choice vouchers for as many as 50,000 veterans, putting them in greater risk of homelessness. And then probably one of the biggest things that kind of surprised me a lot was they want to cut funding for cut military cemetery funding. So this would require the VA's National Cemetery Administration to eliminate approximately 500 staff, jeopardize its ability to maintain the final resting place of veterans to national shrine standards, and strip over 18,000 eligible veterans of the ability to be buried with full honors. To me, this is just an absolute shame. And I just don't know how anyone can honestly look at themselves in the mirror and want to propose these types of things. These are veterans that, made the choice to go defend their country, and we're basically shitting on them, for lack of a better term. So, yeah, I did send this out to the people that signed up for the Veterans of Steel. Sent this email out to them. We still are looking for, hopefully the committeemen have been putting this out as well, to get names of people that are veterans. This doesn't mean you want to be involved with Veterans of Steel or anything, but we do want to know the names so that we can acknowledge them for their service. So
So when you say cemeteries, that's like the Arsenal Cemetery.
yeah,
Right?
absolutely, yeah. Absolute shame. Nothing but good news here.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, here's good news.
Okay, there we go.
All right. The unfair labor practice charges that the NLRB sees over 48 field offices have increased by 16%. So more of people holding companies accountable for unfair labor
Yep.
practices.
Yep.
And petitions are up and went up from 1,174 from fiscal year, let's see, for the first 6 months of this year went up to 1,200.
Yep.
So good news on the union front. More people using the NLRB to hold companies accountable and to petition to get a union.
Yeah, people are getting tired. I think they've been tired for a while, but
But most of all, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired.
right. Need that voice.
It's from Dumb and Dumber, Sean.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Pull over. No, it's a cardigan, but thanks for asking. Best line.
Yeah. So
Oh,
there is
I
a
don't know
movie.
about that.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It's a good one. I'm not saying I don't know if it's a
I'm
best.
not gonna sit here and argue the best lines in Dumb and Dumber. That's kind of Dumb and Dumber. Nothing on that one. All right.
Where's the cricket? sound there?
No, that needs this. Thank you.
Okay.
And not this.
Yeah, there you
You know,
go.
that's
I hear that a lot.
do you?
I need to memorize those.
I'll just change them. I get that a lot as well.
Do you get a lot of laughter at home?
I do.
Do you?
Yeah.
You really?
I do.
From the kids or
My wife, yeah.
oh, from your wife? The kids don't think you're funny.
No, they do. They just sometimes hide it.
That was funny.
I just get if I tell a joke to my kids, I get to roll the eyes.
Yeah, I get that sometimes. Oh, dad joke.
You're right. You know,
Well, the oldest probably doesn't understand.
right.
Probably went over his head.
Might have.
He knows who he is.
Right. Yeah.
Sean, it's that time.
Oh, is it now?
Yeah.
No.
Hey, Sean.
Hey, Roy.
Where can people find us?
Well, it says it right here. They can find us on our Facebook page at Steel Revolution Podcast, USW, Local 105. Apple Podcast app for your iPhone and your iPad and
Your other devices?
your other Apple devices. Podcast Addict for Android devices, the Android app, Google Play Music, iHeartRadio app, Spotify app, YouTube, the Odyssey app, and Libsyn.com, the Locals website, and the men's restroom here at Local 105 in Bettendorf, Iowa.
Thanks. Sorry about that, Sean.
Yeah, to like turn a page.
When I first laid it out, it was all on one page.
Well, I can't work like this.
I apologize.
Well, don't let it happen again. They're executive vice president to the producer or whatever you call yourself earlier.
I'll try better next time.
Okay, I appreciate that. Roy, thank you.
Have we gotten
You're
a new
welcome.
picture on the pint glasses?
No.
Yeah, I saw a picture today that I liked. That should go in the pint glasses. Something with you and your visit to Pittsburgh or wherever you were doing your little safety conference at.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see that picture yet?
Oh. Lee eating a donut?
Yeah. You know what we
Ooh,
call
that
that?
would be fun.
We call that a Tuesday around here. Or any day that ends with Y.
That would be a good picture on a pint glass. I'd buy a couple.
Oh, I would too. I would buy and just smash it and throw it.
Wow, that's harsh.
Well, you know, your attitude towards me is pretty negative.
You were really into that.
No, I'm just trying to get his goat.
Get my goat.
Do I like that terminology or nothing on that one? Okay. Well, fine then. Just trying to get underneath your skin. Is that better?
That's yeah.
All right.
I understand that.
I'm glad.
Very well.
Well, until next time when I try to do better. Don't forget to say something good about your union.
Every day.
Have a good one.
See ya.
Steel Revolution is a podcast by USW Local 105, Bettendorf, Iowa.